Hello viewers, in this video we are going to see single phase half bridge voltage source inverter. The circuit of the voltage source inverter is shown here, which consists of two switches, two diodes, and we have a voltage source of Vs, and we have two capacitors connected across Vs, so that this Vs is divided into two parts in the capacitors. The circuit can operate in any one of the following four modes. This is mode 1, when the switch S1 is turned on. So when the switch S1 is in the on condition, the current will flow from this upper side capacitor through S1, through the load, and back to the capacitor. So the plus terminal of the load is connected to the positive terminal of the capacitor, whose voltage is Vs by 2, and the negative terminal is connected to the negative terminal of the capacitor. So V0 is positive, and since current is flowing from positive terminal to the negative terminal of the load, the current is also positive. When switch S2 is in the on condition, in that case, the current will flow from the lower side of the capacitor through the load, through switch S2, and back to the capacitor. So from here we can see that the positive terminal of the load is connected to the negative terminal of the capacitor, lower capacitor. So the V0, that is output voltage, is negative, and its magnitude is equal to minus Vs by 2. And again, the current is also flowing from the negative terminal of the load to the positive terminal of the load. So I0 is also negative. Now, when D1 is in the on condition, during that time, the current can flow from the load through D1 through your capacitor to the capacitor. So during this time, the positive terminal of the load is connected to the positive terminal of the upper capacitor, so that the V0 is positive and it is equal to Vs by 2. And the current, the direction of the current, it flows from the negative terminal of the load to the positive terminal of the load. So the current I0 is negative. So when D2 is in the on condition, in that case, the current will flow from the load through your capacitor and through D2 and back to the load. So current is flowing from the positive terminal of the load to the negative terminal of the load. So I0 is positive, and the positive terminal of the load is connected through D2 to negative terminal of the lower capacitor. So the V0 is negative, and it is equal to minus Vs by 2. Now we can see the waveforms for R load, RL, and RC load. So first we are going to see the waveforms for R load. When the load is R load, then there can be conduction of the switches S1 and S2 alone. The diodes will not take part in the conduction. So the output voltage when S1 is in the on condition, it is equal to plus Vs by 2, and the current is positive. And when S2 is in the on condition, the voltage is output voltage is minus Vs by 2, and the current is flowing in the negative direction, whose value is V0 by R. And the waveforms for RL load is depicted here. So when the load is RL, then in that case the current will lag the voltage by some angle, and during that time the current and the voltage, they will not be in phase with each other. So we can have the conduction of the switches S1 and S2 and the diodes D1 and D2. So here during the positive half cycle of the output voltage, that is from 0 to t by 2, there can be possibility of conduction of D1 and S1, because from this point, that is 0 instant to this point, the current is negative, but the voltage is positive. So the negative current is being carried by the D1. And when D1 is in the on condition, we already saw that the current is negative and the voltage is positive. And from here to T by 2, both the current and the voltage, they are positive. So during that time, the switch S1, it is going to conduct. From T by 2 to this point, we can see from the waveform that the output voltage is negative, but the output current is positive. So this is carried out by the diode D2. So during the conduction of diode D2, we have already seen that the current is positive, output current is positive, and the output voltage is negative. And from this instant to the instant t, capital T, both voltage and the current are negative. So that time the switch S2 is going to be in the on condition. And now if we consider the RC load, in RC load, the current will lead the voltage by some angle. So initially, from 0 instant to this instant, both current and the voltage, output voltage and the output current are positive. So that part is being done by S1. From this point to T by 2, the output current is negative, but the output voltage is positive. So the negative current is carried by D1. Then from T by 2 to this point, both voltage and the currents, they are both voltage and the output current are negative. So that part is done by S2. And from this point to capital T, that is time period, the time period, capital T is the time period of the waveform. The current is positive, but the voltage is negative. So that part will be carried out, that is the positive current is carried out by the diode D2. So when D2 is in the on condition, output current is positive, but output voltage is negative. Now we can see from the three waveforms, the output voltage waveform, it remains the same for all the types of loads, that is R, RL, and RC loads. So the shape of the output voltage waveform, it is going to be similar for all the types of loads. Irrespective of the type of the load, the output voltage remains the same. Only the current waveform, it is going to change depending upon the type of the load. Now we can derive the RMS output voltage by considering the output voltage waveform. So the output voltage for the positive half cycle, it is Vs plus Vs by 2, and for the negative half cycle, it is minus Vs by 2. Integrating this waveform for one full cycle, the integrating the squared waveform for one full cycle and taking the square root, we will get the RMS output voltage. So RMS output voltage is obtained by integrating the squared waveform of this over the full cycle. So after integration and substituting the limits, we get V naught RMS value as Vs by 2. Now we can get the Fourier series expansion of the output voltage. We know that the output voltage can be expressed in terms of Fourier series as A naught by 2 plus sigma n is equal to 1 to 3 to infinity a n cos n omega t plus b n sin n omega t. And A naught is equal to 0 for the odd waveform because the voltage waveform is an odd waveform. And A n is also 0 for odd waveform. Now there exists only Bn. Bn is given by 2 by t. Integration from 0 to t, V naught sin n omega t d omega t. Now let us take the time period to be 2 pi so that we can express Bn as 2 by 2 pi integration from 0 to 2 pi V naught sine and omega t d omega t. And V naught for the first half cycle, it is going to be Vs by 2. And for the next half cycle, it is going to be minus Vs by 2. And integrating these terms, we get this expression, that is Vs by 2 pi minus cos n omega t by n, and the limits are varying from 0 to pi. And for the second term, it is cos n omega t by n, limits varying from pi to 2 pi. Substituting the limits, we get the expression for Bn as Vs by 2 n pi minus cos n pi plus cos 0 plus cos 2 n pi minus cos n pi. And simplifying, we get Bn as Vs by 2 n pi minus 2 cos n pi plus 1 plus cos 2 n pi. For n is equal to 1, we get the value of B1 as 2 Vs by pi. And for n is equal to 2, if we substitute n is equal to 2 in the Bn expression, we can find that the terms within the square bracket cancel out each other. And so the value of B2 will be 0. And for n is equal to 3, substituting n is equal to 3, we get the B3 value as 2 Vs by 3 pi. And again for n is equal to 4, the value of B4 will come out to 0. So in general, we can write Bn value as equal to 2 Vs by n pi for odd values of n. And we found that it is equal to 0 for even values of n. Therefore, we can write the output voltage expression as sigma n is equal to 1, 3, 5 to infinity 2 Vs by n pi sine n omega t. Since Bn value is 0 for even values of n, we have not included the even values in the sigma. And we can find the RMS value of the fundamental component of the output voltage by dividing the peak value of the fundamental voltage by root 2. So V1, that is the RMS value of the fundamental component of the output voltage, is equal to root 2 Vs by pi. And for nth harmonic component, the RMS value of the output voltage will be equal to the peak value of the nth harmonic component divided by root 2, which will be equal to root 2 Vs by n pi. So in this video, we have seen the operation of the single phase half bridge voltage source inverter, and we have drawn the waveforms for R, RL and RC loads. And we have also derived the RMS value of the output voltage, and we found the Fourier series expansion of the output voltage. And we also found the fundamental components, RMS value of the fundamental components and the nth harmonic components. Thank you very much.